welcome to Laughing in the Dark. And Are You Afraid of the Dark Rewatch podcast. For 90s kids, Are You Afraid of the Dark was appointment television every Saturday night. It was a spine-tingling horror anthology delivered very gently, befitting its Canadian roots. I'm Dave, and I'll be your host for this evening. And also joining me tonight are my fellow members of the 930 Society, Bryan.
Sup?
Aileen.
Hello.
And Mikie.
Oh, hello.
Hey, everybody. What's happening? What is in the United States? Is there lots of smoke on the horizon?
Yeah, thanks a lot, you guys.
Oh, my God.
It is retribution for tariffs.
What's happening?
It is literally orange outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's wildfires. I can't be that far from here. And I went outside this morning, and it was like an eerie orange glow, and there's like just a haze in the air. It's not great breathing weather. I'll tell you that much.
No.
I can imagine. Oh, that's kind of scary.
And I was reading a book about the end of the world, and one of the things that they were talking about was how fucked up the sky looked. So yesterday I look out the window and it's like orange sky, and I was like, what the fuck is happening here? But then I found out about the wildfires. And then today when I was flying back, it smelled like the plane was on fire during a certain part of the thing. And the guy, like the pilot, had to come over the thing saying, don't worry, like, I know it smells alarming, but it's just us flying through the smoke. So
You jumped out of your seats. We're all gonna die!
pretty much.
Oh my God. Well, it's really nice out here in San Francisco. 68 degrees and sunny. So
Get out of here. That sounds delightful.
It does.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
really
it's been
is.
1,000 degrees here.
I've heard.
That's all right, though.
Yeah.
Hasn't stopped me.
It's supposed to snow all the time there. That how Canada is?
Here in San Francisco.
No, Canada.
Oh, I was like, not in San Francisco.
San Francisco, historically, no.
Yeah.
But hey, who knows?
Yeah.
One day, I mean, the way we're going with this climate change, anything can happen, baby.
And y'all got that great diarrhea outbreak happening
Oh,
right
shit.
now.
No
that's
leafy
two for
greens,
two.
motherfucker.
Yeah. USA. USA.
That's right. Elon called it. Things
You-
are going to be great.
I absolutely ordered Domino's yesterday. Pepperoni cheese. That's
Oh.
it. I'm chilling.
Okay.
That's how you know it's the end of the world. You live in San Francisco and you order Domino's pizza?
I'm too scared of everything else.
Look, I get it. I was like, the other day, I was like, I'm going to order it. And then I was like, no, actually, I don't think I am.
I literally did it because I had to go to the grocery store and I didn't go. And so I was like, fuck, too late.
Yeah. No, like the
Domino's.
grocery stores, because I didn't even really know about the shitting disease that's happening until I landed in the U.S. and I was like, what the fuck? I went into like a store and like the entire, like all of the fresh produce was
Gone.
like completely gone. Like, and I was like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
Yep. What was it? Peter Shamshiri brought up his recent post from like last year that just said, welcome to the age of diarrhea.
Oh my God.
Wow. Here we are.
Except I believe that was in reference to RFK.
Yeah. I mean, but so is this explosive diarrhea. I mean,
so
it is
is
a
this,
direct,
yeah.
a direct action of his, a consequence of his actions.
Canceling all the CDC things.
Nice.
Cancel culture.
good.
God.
So good.
Boy.
Well, we're not here to talk about cancel culture. We're here to talk about
Diarrhea.
The tale of the diarrhea woods. Nope. The tale of Watcher's Woods, which involves no diarrhea.
No.
It is an episode of a television show that aired on Nickelodeon in the United States and on YTV in Canada on January 22nd, 1994.
You did it. You pulled it off.
You did.
Beautiful segue.
That was,
Thank you. Thank you.
Courtois.
Just smooth. Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. In this episode, a real shitty girl named Kelly is mad because her parents don't love her, and they've sent her off to a nature camp in the middle of Manitoba.
Oh no.
To get back at them, Kelly lures a lovely and enthusiastic camper named Sarah into the woods, where she tricks her with beautiful promises of a pheasant nest. Then she steals her backpack and abandons her. And just when you think things couldn't get any worse, Kelly gets kidnapped by a trio of crazy lesbians who live in the woods. And there's also a guy who looks like a tree.
I
God.
loved this episode.
I thought it was great.
S-tier episode all the way. Yeah. Now this
thought
is
it
what
was
I'm
great.
talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. I was just about to say, Aileen, did you find yourself anywhere in this episode?
Yes, those three women, I was like, I have so many options of who to be.
It's
I
true.
could be particularly wrinkly with like an eye patch if I'm feeling
Ooh,
mysterious.
Eye Patch Lesbian was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, she was
Yep.
good. She was a good one.
I was also partial to the one with a bow in her hair.
I loved Bo Lesbian. I loved.
She was
I loved
very
her.
cute,
She
very
was.
like infantile,
Yep.
very like girly.
Yeah, they're like Swiss Army lesbians.
She had her little sailor's outfit. She looked like she was Sailor Moon.
Yes, very Sailor Moon.
But this is classic Are You Afraid of the Dark we're dealing with
Yeah,
right here,
it is.
because it is one where it's like the tale of the Watcher's Woods, and then the Watcher is like hardly in the episode, and it's about something else.
Doesn't
entirely.
matter. Does not matter who the Watcher is at all.
No.
It also reminds me very much of the first episode.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was the
Yeah.
same thing where it's like I thought this was about a cab, and then the cab like rolls out in the last 5 minutes.
Totally.
Yep.
They really stepped up their production in this one. It's like another one where they definitely invested a lot more time.
I think they might have moved to the U.S. by this point.
Okay.
Maybe not, though, because these are some hard Canadian
they
accents.
sure are.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and those look like Canadian branches that made those like cages and shit. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's true. It's true. Sturdy.
Sturdy.
Reliable.
Yep. Yep.
Nice. Gentle.
Polite.
Thoughtful. Respectful.
It's true.
We also finally get our new member of the Midnight Society.
Yay!
You built this one up, and when she was revealed, I was pleased.
I'm happy. I'm happy with our
Yep.
new member.
I was like,
I think
Reba!
she's very cool.
Yep. Well, I see no reason why we shan't just get right into it. Submitted for the approval of the 930 Society, this one is called The Tale of Watcher's Woods.
Oh.
That's not fire at all.
It is. There's like a twinkly. There's a twinkly that I add in. It's gorge.
Okay.
It works.
Well, we open on yet another terrifying initiation in the woods in which Betty Ann is holding her friend hostage with a bag over her head.
They black bag these kids every time. This seems perilous.
This
Real
does.
hot tip, Nickelodeon. Do not put bags on people's heads.
No.
It's real creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I'll allow it only because Tucker didn't do it. Like
No, Pucker is the
Pucker.
That's
That's his new
Pucker.
fucking name. Yeah.
Pucker is his name now.
Pucker.
Yep. Yep.
Well, so the rest of the gang arrives and they all crowd around the new initiate. Pucker, who is an asshole,
Yep.
tells them it had better be good because they could have gotten electrocuted. I don't remember why. Is it
Thunder and
lights,
lightning.
Thunder and
Okay.
lightning.
Yeah. Lightning crash.
Well, go home, Pucker.
Yeah.
Kiki is only slightly more welcoming by asking, who's this mystery guy we keep hearing about?
Yeah.
And the time has finally come. The big reveal and gasp! Why, it's not a guy at all. It's a girl. but not just any girl. That's right. The newest member of the Midnight Society is none other than Joanna Swisher, or as I prefer to call her, Cheyenne from Reba.
A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops.
Now, this may be too United States for me because I never watched Reba.
Oh my god.
And I only recognized this girl through the eyes of Trixie and Katya, who recently watched Queer Ultimatum, which is a show on Netflix where lesbians basically give their longtime partners ultimatums for marriage, and
That's a
What?
terrible idea for a show.
and they're
What?
allowed to separate for like, I think it's like 2 weeks, and like marry another woman and like start a relationship and then people fall in love, people don't, people realize I'm ready to marry my original lady.
This is like a really, really lesbian version of Love Island.
It's kind of, but it's very specific for the purpose of like they're already a couple when they come in, and one of them really wants to get married, and the other one is like,
And so the best thing to do is go on a reality show where the whole thing is contrived to drive you apart.
Now I want to preface that the Ultimatum started as obviously a straight show, and then they made it the Queer Ultimatum, where they brought in specifically only lesbians, which Trixie and Katya loved. And anyways, this fucking lady, Joanna Swisher, is the host of the show. And all the lesbians are like, "Are you queer?" And she's like, "No, I'm sorry." And all these lesbians are like, "Oh, yeah, that's okay, I guess." It's so funny. It's so funny. But then also there's a scene where they're having dinner and they're like, "Oh, because of power bottom and this power bottom." And they're like, "Do you know what a power bottom is?" And she's like, "I know what a power bottom is." She is so defensive.
I hate everything about what you're saying.
Sorry. That's just... my pop culture is different than your pop culture.
Well, I feel like you might have lived in the US when Reba was on, because it wasn't that long ago.
Yes, I think I did, but I just was like, I don't feel like watching fucking Reba. The only thing I knew Reba from, you guys, was from the Little Rascals when she makes in the movie, not the TV show, where
because that would make her about 130 years old.
Where she makes a surprise cameo where the little boys, all the Little Rascals are like, DJ so-and-so is a famous racer and he's wonderful. Precisely what's happening here.
Okay.
And then she takes her helmet off and it turns out she's a woman. And they're like, "Whoa!"
The doctor is a woman.
Yeah. And she looks so good. Reba's wearing like a one-piece white thing, like racer outfit. And I was like, "Who's this lady?"
Look, Reba is fantastic.
She is.
She is charming.
She is.
Oh, she
talented.
sings her face off.
Yeah.
She's great in Tremors.
Yes.
Yep.
Tremors. Amazing.
A movie that she acted in without any previous experience. She was just like, I'm Reba. I'm gonna get in there.
I'm Reba.
Well, she was the fucking country music hotness at the time.
She was.
Yeah, she was.
And I'm telling you, the Reba show, like that show is good.
It's very funny.
It's very
funny.
Very funny. It's still in syndication. If you're bored,
It is? Oh,
yes.
okay. Make that paycheck,
So
Reba.
make that paycheck, mate. Reba.
And was it
So
Cheyenne's husband is like the funniest part of it. He's like
yes, and then
Yes, he's very
a
stupid.
gigantic idiot.
And didn't he go on to be like wasn't he
Shameless?
on Shameless as well? So
Yeah.
like in all honesty, I think it's worth a watch. Give it a
Okay,
shot.
maybe I'm
Give it a
gonna
shot.
give Reba a shot.
You should.
Also, one of my go-to karaoke songs is "Fucking Fancy" because
Okay.
it's so good.
Yes.
So we're getting back to the campfire. No diarrhea there, as far as I can tell. Just a girl from Reba.
And Queer Ultimatum.
And Frank wastes no time getting in there, putting the moves on Sam. But she is not interested in his bullshit, and she crushes his hand.
You know what? I'm just so relieved that Eric was not here to witness this. He would have been heartbroken. And I was.
Oh, but even Gary's like hamina.
I mean, the curls.
Okay, but except he's not. He's not, though, because,
She's got a head of hair on her immediately. I mean, I know usually I see myself represented in the horrible old women in the show, but I saw Sam and I was like, curly, kind of a tomboy? I could see myself as a young Aileen be like, that's who I want to be on TV. Yes. So Sam is already an A+ in my book.
100%.
And she beats Frank's ass. Hell yeah.
Yep. Well, now they're all like, oh, God, this is so exciting. A new person. They settle down around the campfire and they gets to talking. And Sam sets up her story. It's something about haunted woods or maybe a metaphor for gentrification. I don't really know. It doesn't really matter. And they toss the sand and they get right to this bullshit. We cut to the first day of summer camp at Camp Grindlestead, where we meet Sarah, an overachieving dork with no friends. Still, she is very excited about what's to come. And then we meet another new camper, Kelly, who is Becca from Flash Forward.
I think you mean Kaylee from Firefly.
Never seen her.
Neither.
Don't worry about it. There's like 7 episodes of it. It got canceled real fast.
It did, but it was so good while it lasted. It burned so bright.
Just like a firefly.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Kelly is not very excited to be at camp. She is struggling with her luggage, which for some reason appears to be an old-timey trunk, because I guess that's how kids traveled in mid-90s Canada. Very fancy, very fancy.
Yeah, and also it keeps popping open, and apparently it's full of clown costuming.
A lot of florals in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's the time, it's the season.
To me, this feels very Americana, or like Northern Americana, I guess, because Canada, because camp culture was so foreign to me.
I do not understand it at all, but I do know what you're talking about.
But you know how in the 90s there was such an uptick of like camp films and things like that?
Oh, sure. Yeah, there was even Salute Your Shorts.
Yes, and that.
There's like a lot of nostalgia for camp. Like every now and then you'll like come across a podcast episode and they'll be like, camp culture. Remember when you were a kid? And I was like, first of all, no. Second of all, camp culture sounds fucking terrible. Really glad I never went to that.
Listen, hey, I've seen Sleepaway Camp. I just imagine it's like that without all the murder, or maybe with the murder. I don't know.
Hey.
But they're like adult men and women, or somewhere in between, or anywhere in that vicinity.
Late teen.
Who are like, it was so fundamental to my identity as a person. And it's like, y'all, you were like 12 years old and you were there for 2 weeks. What the fuck are you talking about? Have more experiences.
All the comments on this episode are going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Oh, no.
It was genuinely fascinating to me as somebody living in a foreign land and being like, so these kids just like leave their house and like sleep in beds with a bunch of other people in the same cabin, and then like have to do crafts and stuff, and that get to swim in a lake.
And how many of them are sexually assaulted?
Well, see, I think I was watching the kinder camp things. You guys, I wasn't watching the horror camp. I was watching like, there was one where
So it was the crafting that was really terrifying.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Camp Nowhere.
Yes, with Christopher Lloyd, and there was one guy who was really hot.
And the guy who has a cult. The guy who has a cult now.
Who?
The cool kid with the floppy hair.
The Nexium cult?
It's not Nexium. It's much, much smaller.
How many goddamn cults are out there? A lot. I know. That's a dumb question. I'm sorry.
If it's the actor that was also in 10 Things I Hate About You, who was like the villain, he's got a cult. I would have been part of it in my youth because he was.
Yes, you can still get in there.
He was so hot. He was the reason why I watched Camp Nowhere over and over and over again. He was so hot. Anyways, okay. Camp, to me, just fascinating.
I was gonna say, I went to camp twice and I fucking hated it both times.
That's because it's terrible. It's a terrible idea.
I want to.
And one of them, it was like a mandatory 6th grade thing.
Yeah, you're thinking
we
of
had to do.
conservation camp.
Concentration camp.
Yep.
We and it was us, and they because our school was so small, they paired us up with another small school, and those kids were so fucking threatening and menacing that when I say it was like sleepaway camp, you know how sleepaway camp kids are all like feral maniacs. It was kind of like that. Like I was like, I did not like any of them. I did not feel safe around any of them. I fucking hated them.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, as you can imagine, listener, it's not going to be quite like sleepaway camp, but things are going to go awry. So Kelly is like, fumbling with her fucking thing, and Sarah's like, hey, let me help. And you'd think, oh, good, they're going to become fast friends. But no, Kelly's a miserable bitch, and she rejects Sarah's help. But regardless, they're in the same cabin, so she is going to have to put up with it.
Classic. Are You Afraid of the Dark? We're back to horse girls. We're back to bitch bangs.
Yep.
Oh, but this one's even more intense because there's cigarettes involved.
Oh my god!
I won't. Don't ruin it.
I know.
No. Oh.
I know. And Kelly is definitely the Judy of the group. Like she
100%.
is just serving cunty realness everywhere she goes.
Mean girl central
Mean
over
girl.
there.
Yeah,
Party
she
of
better
one.
watch out.
Not party of one, party of three, it looks like.
Oh, yeah,
Because
that's
we
right.
Cut to the interior of the cabin, and Kelly and her two shitty friends are walking through the cabin, mocking Sarah while somewhere in the distance, someone struggles to play Moonlight Sonata on the piano.
That's how you open the secret passage to get the gold emblem.
It's true, it is, isn't it?
It is.
You got to hit the right key.
Yeah. And then if you're Chris, you got to wait to come back because your partner has to practice the piano for a little while. It's we're talking about Resident Evil. I'm sorry.
Well, we've already gone way off the rails. We're just dragging the train through the woods at this point. So Sarah shows up and she's like all nerdgasming about the camp. And she's like, oh, this is so cool. I love it here. And the two girls are like, oh, whatever. And then she stumbles upon a shrine on the mantelpiece of something. And it's a warning to the campers, never enter Watcher's Woods. And among the relics, there are 3 photographs in, I think, a shadow box of some sort, and 3 old-timey whistles, like the ones that, Mario, like that. It's basically a kid's version of Picnic at Hanging Rock, but it's Canadian.
God, you stole my joke.
I love it.
Well, you deserved it. So Kelly is like, you don't know about Watcher's Woods? And it's like, no, bitch, she just got here 5 minutes ago. Don't be an asshole. So she's like, I'll tell you the story. And she's like, this is a place where people get blipped, lost. And I thought, disappeared even. So she rambles about Indians and colonial soldiers and pioneers and all disappearing, being eaten by Watcher's Woods. And the name, they tell her, comes from a few people who have made it out of the woods, all babbling something about the Watcher. And as it happens, tomorrow is the 75th anniversary of the disappearance of the 3 missing campers.
Oh, yeah.
And because she's a nasty bitch about stuff, Kelly suggests Sarah go for a walk at Watcher's Woods.
Kelly, shut the fuck up. What's your problem?
Yeah.
Well, her parents don't like her.
Yeah.
Parents hate her.
Yeah.
So the next day, a teenage girl with unreasonably large glasses is instructing the group on some activity they're about to do. And she says, you're going to work in teams of 2 to gather something. I wasn't paying that close attention. In order to earn your nature medals.
They're all wearing so much flannel.
Oh, no. You know what she says? You have to go out and gather specimens, is what she says.
no.
Okay, I don't like the sound of that.
Perhaps some soupy specimens?
Oh, no.
Soupy specimen.
Yuck. Well, wouldn't you believe it? Guess who gets paired up with Kelly?
Oh, no.
That's right, it's Sarah. And for some reason, the instructor reminds them not to set fires. Just generally good advice. So these 2 girls set off into the woods, where Kelly continues being a sassy asshole for no reason. And then, in a moment that I absolutely did not see coming, she pulls out a pack of cigarettes.
Smoking?
I was so
Shocked.
confused because you see it for like a split second and then it's gone. I was like, wait a second, were that really
In
a
her
pack of
hand.
smokes?
I was like, Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. She may have like pulled out a 5th of whiskey.
I know. And if she had, she would have started boofing the whiskey right up her ice cream portal.
I was stunned. And Sarah is like, hey, are you going to smoke? And she's not upset because smoking is deadly and they're 12, but because the, quote, fire warning is up. I don't really know if that's how you'd say it, but sure, whatever. But Sarah is completely unfazed by the cigarette. Like, they're just like, oh, you can't smoke here, Kelly. You
Can't
idiot.
you see the sign?
She's listening to the weird lady with the big glasses, you know?
I mean, this is a testament to how far we've come, I guess, but...
Exactly. We have definitely been like mind boggled by the anti-smoking campaign because we're like, oh my God, I am my pearls a cigarette.
I know.
Except smoking is making a comeback, though, which is weird.
I know, it really is. It really is.
Hey, y'all, if you're listening to this,
On your smoke break.
it's incredibly difficult, but quit smoking because it's fucking
it really
terrible.
is.
And it's extremely expensive, and it will kill you. Anyway, let's not with the PSAs. Kelly explains she's not really into medals and nature and stuff. I'm like, me too, girl. So let's just sneak back to camp and quietly kick it in the cabin. But Sarah's not in, girlfriend. She likes nature and junk, and she wants to wander around in the woods collecting pine cones or whatever. After all, that's why she's here. And then we may as well have gotten like a sad doodly swoosh. And Then we find out why Kelly is here. Her parents sent her to camp because they wanted to get her out of the house. And I can't imagine why. She's so charming.
I'm calling it, and it is definitely canon. They're moving right now. They are moving house. They are not going to come pick her up. Abandoned.
She's going to get home, like just dropped off at home to find the place just empty.
Yep.
It is a very odd trend in this show where it's like, well, we're leaving you here, kids. We'll be back.
Yeah, hey.
Eventually.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in 6 months. We're going on a fuck vacation.
We enrolled you in this boarding school. It's like a hotel.
For kids.
So I guess this is like a moment of softness. And Kelly's like, hey, I'll make a deal with you. I'll show you a pheasant's nest. I swear to God, she said pheasant's nest, right?
Yes, it was a pheasant's nest.
Because I was like, what the fuck is that? And then we can cut out early and go swimming.
I don't trust her. I don't trust fucking Kelly.
She's a jerk. Well, it turns out the whole thing was a ruse. It was a cunning attempt to trick Sarah.
Sarah got really, really excited for pheasants.
Yeah, she really did. A little like, okay, we get it. You like nature and stuff, but ease up, okay? Dial it back. So she's like, it's right in through here. And Sarah goes tromping into the woods and she's like, I don't see it, Kelly. And Kelly's like, I know you don't, bitch. And then she grabs her backpack and takes off. So not only is she abandoning Sarah in the middle of the fucking woods, she also just stole all of her shit.
What a dick.
Well, it turns out that Kelly doesn't know the woods quite as well as she thought she did, because
Karma.
after leaving Sarah to be eaten by wolves or hillbillies, she too has found herself lost in the woods. She opens her compass to find her way, but the thing just spins and spins and spins, and I start to think maybe we've been here before, haven't we, everybody?
Yeah, was she holding it near her belt?
Whoa, my compass!
I think even if I had a compass, I still wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, okay, well...
Absolutely. Point north. Okay, do I
Sure.
go north? Like, what? Is my school going to be there at north? Does the compass know? I don't get it.
Did I know where the camp was before? Do I know... Do I have a map?
Exactly.
No.
If I have a map, then maybe I can figure it out.
Maybe.
Anyway, not knowing where to go, Kelly just tromps off in any old direction while a goofy soundtrack bangs away in the background.
And this shit sounds exactly like the Spooky Boo Mansion tracks on Mario Kart. and like, it's funny because like, yeah, exactly. It's like, wow. And, like the little weird like pitch modulation. And then you even hear someone like drag racing by and I'm like, it is Mario Kart. I'm convinced.
The red shell is coming.
Eventually, she's like, oh shit, I don't think this is the right way. So she turns to go back, only to find that the Blair Witch has disappeared the path and now she is trapped. Cut to the nighttime, and Sarah is panicked, just screaming Kelly's name into the darkness when she hears a distorted and garbly voice coming from behind her saying her name.
It scared me. I didn't like it. I was
creepy.
genuinely creeped out.
Kelly.
So Sarah turns and she just sees an ordinary old tree just being a tree. But then a man's face emerges from the bark and he says, welcome to my woods, in this kind of raspy smoker's voice. It's on theme. And that's enough to send Sarah just screaming into the night.
That would be enough for me too.
Yeah, he's creepy.
He
and
is.
that tree, like, it looks like he's doing like a voguing pose with like the branches are wrapping his face, almost like he's, you know how there's those owl holes in trees, but instead of an owl hole, it's his face. But then there's branches that are like wrapping around his face that look like hands, and I'm like, this is very stylish.
It is. It's beautiful.
Quick question. Do the owls make those holes, or do those holes already exist there?
A lovely question I've always wanted to know. I'm gonna say the tree itself, like,
Oh, it's accommodating. It's like, oh,
yes,
please, come
I
in.
think it may be like, to me in my brain, it's like a branch that may have fallen off, or a nub in the growth that never like fully developed into a branch, and then somehow it erodes through I don't
And then
know.
the owl's like, well, I can work with this.
Yeah,
This is
I can
fine."
live here, sure.
don't
A woodpecker
do much.
comes in earlier and he's like, I think if I just like bang
Widen
through
it, yep.
here, I can make a little room, maybe add a porch around the end and it'd look really nice.
Not if you're a renter, owl. Not if you're a renter. So elsewhere in the woods, Kelly is elated to find a new path through the brambles and the trees, and it is lit by an eerie glow. Yes, she says, because nothing says this way is definitely safe and reliable like an eerie green glow.
For real.
But wouldn't you believe it? She crawls into the eerie green underglow and brush into some sort of cave or hollow or something, where she almost walks straight into an animal head on a pike. Now, what kind of animal is it, you might be wondering? Good question. I have no idea, but it has giant eyes. It might be a horse.
I think it was a horse's
I
head.
think it was horse.
She wanders into this like green glow, and there's like a literally like it's not just a horse's head. It is a skinned, flayed horse's head
It's
on a
awful.
stick.
Hence my confusion.
And then there's all these like floating ghost lights, and she's like, "Hello."
No, she's like,
well, much
hello.
like the cigarettes, she's just sort of like, I don't know about this, but I guess I'll just keep going.
I'd get the fuck out. I wouldn't even. I'd see the horse's head and be like, "Nope, I'm in the wrong
No.
place."
Immediately.
Cannibals live
Yes.
here.
Right, you're about to get eaten, girl.
Yeah.
Better turn around.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, it turns out that it isn't just a cave full of horse heads on sticks. It's actually a pretty fancy looking campsite with 3 tents and some furniture that looks like it would fall apart if you gave it a dirty look. Oh, there's also 3 floating lanterns and an old Victrola, none of which Kelly seems to find unusual. So, sufficiently freaked out by the oddness of the campsite as a whole, Kelly turns to run, but she's only able to make it a few steps before being snatched up in my favorite campsite utility, the giant net. I love a giant net.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me
they're
too.
fun.
Feels very Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
And she is sort of zooped up into a tree, and she's hanging there in the net, and she is set upon by 3 old hags who welcome her to Watcher's Woods. And then she screams in terror as we cut to a commercial.
Suddenly in Macbeth.
Double, double toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble. What do you
keep going.
say, Macbeth? I bring you news of things.
That's the bard at work,
Yes.
the master.
Absolutely. Listen, the first 2 lines verbatim, the other part
You
paraphrase.
could have fooled me.
Okay, good.
You got the iambic pentameter though.
Exactly. Listen.
That's key.
I went to San Francisco State University and got a degree in theater. I know what I'm fucking talking
Yeah,
about.
that's the NYU of the West, y'all.
Exactly.
So we come banging back from commercials, and Kelly has been loosed from the net, but now she's like tied to some sort of sacrificial pole, and the main hag is painting a big yellow X on her. Now, where did these hags get yellow paint? Good question. I have no idea. But they are, we soon learn, the missing girls from the camp, and they've been waiting 75 years for Kelly to arrive, or something. It doesn't really make a lot of sense
No.
yet.
Also, I see no exquisite laundry in this camp.
No.
Was she being tossed around?
like exquisite laundry.
Like such exquisite laundry. That's a little Easter egg
Yes.
for some listeners. The hags, it seems, have been betrayed in the past, and they want their fucking whistles back, presumably so they can alert someone to their whereabouts and get out of the woods. But I've got bad news, ladies. If you go back into town looking like a gang of old bag lady lesbians, ain't nobody gonna want to let you in at Camp Grindelfang or whatever the fuck it's called.
That's from Hogwarts, okay, David?
I couldn't.
I belong to House Grindelfang. The sorting hat put me there.
And you just by yourself.
Yeah.
Just you and 2 other weird lesbians. Story of my life. It's all for the best, though, because Kelly has no idea what they're talking about, and so they threaten to shoot her with flaming arrows.
I mean, okay.
And then I wrote, finally, things are heating up.
Oh shit, really
Lovely.
escalated fucking quick.
I mean, didn't they just say we've been waiting 5 years for you to get here? And
Yeah.
all of a sudden they're like,
Now
well,
we're just gonna, we've been waiting
now we're
75 years
gonna
to fire a flaming arrow at you,
Katniss
bitch.
Everdeen your ass, okay.
So one of the hags shoots at Kelly with an arrow, but the dang blasted thing goes right through her. Because it's magic, you see. And this is where Kelly realizes who these hags are. But she's still confused as to why they think she's the one who rused them and left them to die, and for that she must be sacrificed to the Watcher. This is my understanding of this. It's all a little bit murky. I feel like when it comes to this show, writing is never the top priority.
I wanted, like, the arrow just passes through her and nothing. It's never explained. They're just like, it goes through and they're like, good. Okay, cool. We can move on from this contrivance now.
Well, because they are ghosts, and so must be their arrow.
It's true.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
okay.
do they think that she is the Watcher?
Well, so here's the problem. The thing they never really explain is that there must have been 4 of them at one point when they went into the woods. One nasty bitch
Left
stole
them
the
behind.
other 3 whistles and was like, peace, y'all, and ran away. And as a result, they get trapped in the woods.
Oh,
The
she's like
Watcher-
she's like that one girl with the glasses and Picnic at Hanging Rock.
Yes.
The one that got away.
Yes, 100%.
Damn, that's a highfalutin movie for Are You Afraid of the Dark?
It really is. But they never really explain that. It is just very, very lightly implied.
Sure.
So they probably could have leaned in a little bit harder. A little shoulder to the wheel on that one would have been a little more helpful.
Just like literally one extra line of like, and the girl that was with them came back and told us all the story or whatever.
And so they inexplicably think that Kelly is this girl. Why? I don't know. It's not like she's wearing a camp uniform. She's just some girl who wandered into the woods. Like, she
Right.
could be anybody.
They're all kind of insane,
Yeah.
so I guess, you know.
It's also her asshole demeanor. Like, she looks like somebody that would steal somebody's whistles.
But-
Like,
well, yeah, they're kind of like, oh, you seem like a fucking jerk.
and she did. Like, well, like, they probably picked up on the fact that she was a shisty little bitch that, like, is like, oh, look at these pheasants. And then she stole poor, Sarah's freaking whistle and her bag.
With a promise of pheasants. A promise of pheasants.
We're figuring it out.
Yeah.
We're figuring this out.
That's true.
Oh, God. Well, so while Kelly is arguing with the hags, Sarah happens upon the green glowing trail, and she's like, oh shit, this is great. I've been looking for this, I guess. And so she sneaks up, and she's like, hey, Kelly, it's me, the girl you fucking abandoned at the fake pheasant's nest. And she's watching as Kelly's telling the lady, she's like, I don't know where to get your whistles, and I'll go get them if you'll let me go. Well,
She's not
She's a fucking
gonna.
liar.
She's a liar.
Yeah.
that's right. And so the hags confer for a minute, and they're like, all right, sure, Kelly, we'll let you go. Let you go. You go get the whistles. That's fine. And she scampers off, and one of the hags calls out in this kind of Columbo-esque kind of just one more thing moment. And she's like, only thing is, we don't believe you. And then
Psych.
bam, they drop a big cage made out of sticks on it.
I love it. I love it.
It's like the end of that game Mousetrap, or at least I think it is, because as far as I know, no one has ever completed the game of Mousetrap.
I used to fuck so hard with that game. I definitely won that game.
I don't think you
Okay.
can win.
I don't know how do you even play that game.
Yeah.
I just know you set it up and then you push the thing and
you have to catch one of the other mice inside of the trap. So like you set
You
it
just
in
make a
motion.
Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah. You say
Who at fucking Milton Bradley was like, hey guys, I've got a great idea for a game. It's insanely complicated. You have to, by happenstance, catch a other player's mouse with a giant, elaborate Rube Goldbergian fucking trap that you build.
Yeah.
Kids are gonna love
I
it.
loved it. I thought it was great.
I loved it. I loved just setting it up and setting it off.
That's so cool. I never got to play it.
We'll get it one for you. We'll find it on eBay.
Thanks, guys.
Well, so speaking of mice, to add insult to injury, The hags throw a big bucket of mice into the cage, except they keep calling them rats.
I
even though
hated
they're
that they called
very
them rats.
clearly mice.
I was
Drove me
so
nuts. They
annoyed.
were very clearly mice.
Yeah. So this is a callback to an earlier scene where like they see a mouse run through and Kelly's like, "Oh my God, I hate rats." And then Sarah's like, "It's just a little rat." Now look, I lived in both Somerville, Massachusetts and Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Brag.
2 cities world renowned for their insane rat problems. Yeah, it's real fucking gross. So I know from rats, and these are mice. So while the hags were tired of their tents, Sarah sneaks up and she's like, "Hey, Kelly, it's me. Remember from the pheasant thing?" And she's like, "I'm going to get you out of here." But then Kelly's like, "They're ghosts and they think I stole their whistles." And she's like, "But I would never do that." And this is where Sarah's like, "Oh yeah, bitch? Because about an hour ago, you tricked me into going to some fake nest and then you stole my bag and ditched me."
Yeah. And then the fucking backpack was stolen by spectral forces of the forest.
That's true.
Oh,
But,
yeah,
you know.
that's right. It disappears in the middle of nowhere. Whoa.
So Sarah's about to free Kelly when the hags return and they discover Sarah's presence before she can get Kelly out of the cage. And they are about to set upon her when Sarah's like, "I have a proposition. I too know where your fucking whistles are, and I will go get them. And then when I come back, I'll give you the whistles. You let Kelly go. How about that?" And the hags are like, "Well, they've been stuck here for 75 years, and presumably this is the first person who's ever offered to get us out of here. Fine, go back." So Sarah races back to camp using her navigation skills to guide her.
Because she's a Boy Scout or a Brownie or a Army? No,
a
what are
nerd.
they?
Oh, okay.
That's not a camp thing.
I don't know. That was another thing that I was like, what's that all about?
I know. She's like, North Star, North Star, North
Why do they all
Star.
have
And I was
patches?
like, calm down, girl.
It is very militaristic. That's on purpose.
North Star!
So she's standing there, she's like trying to figure out like which way is fucking north or whatever. And then once again, she hears the Watcher calling out. He's calling her name. Sarah. "Come be my child bride." And he emerges from the ground and he gives her the old once over twice, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I
he hung me with the endless rope.
genuinely jumped at this fucking, when she fell and that like skull popped up and then it like, I jumped at the skull popping up, and then when it went and floated up, I was like, I'm creeped out. Are you afraid of the dark?
At first, it looks like one of the skeletons from Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, very much.
But
Yeah.
then he sort of like magical, mystical tour becomes the Watcher.
Yeah,
I loved the skull because it has the biggest, cheesiest grin on
it
its face.
does.
Just happy to be here.
Hey guys, what you doing, girl?
I know.
And so, as far as I can tell, the Watcher, I think he wants her to be his child bride, and he like sort of steps to her. But she pulls out the lighter from earlier and threatens to burn down. He's like, you can't hurt me. And she's like, "Oh, I can't hurt you, but I'll burn down all these fucking woods. I am a teenager in the 90s. You think I give a shit about the woods?"
No.
Now,
You know what? That's why we have smoke outside right now. This bitch just sit the Watcher's woods
It's
are on
her
fire.
fault.
not wanting to call her bluff, the Watcher lets Sarah pass. And to that I say, cigarettes for the win.
That's right. Yeah. Moral of the story: always have a pack of smokes on you.
I used to be Marlboro Light smoker when I was 14 years old. Just
I smoked
Brett?
Winston Lights.
nice.
Damn.
I loved Marlboro menthol lights, and then I moved on to the Camel
The Crush.
Crushes.
Uh-huh. Camel
Yep.
Crushes. When you were fucking drunk as fuck, dude,
Yep.
and you fucked up a fucking Camel Crush. Oh, wait.
Yep.
That
Yep.
was lovely.
I kept it simple. I was a Reds. I was a Marlboro Red.
Oh,
guy.
dude, Marlboro Reds used to make me fucking barf. It was so harsh. It was so harsh. I remember my friend's mom used to smoke Marlboro Reds, and we would sneak in her house and like sneak her mom's cigarettes and shit like that. And literally it'd be down to the butts, and we'd be picking up the butts and be like, one puff from the end. It was awful. I was ralphing all
Yep.
the time when I was a teen.
And well, you're also smoking a cigarette that someone has already
I know.
extinguished.
No.
How am I alive? I
I
don't
know. I know. Do you remember beaties? Like they were like something wrapped in a
Oh.
leaf. Do you remember
Yes,
those?
those are not tobacco. That's something else.
I don't know.
Cloves?
No,
it was.
did
they're
love
like
a
Indian
clove.
cigarettes.
They're
Oh
like
my
like,
goodness.
and it was like literally a leaf, like the paper.
Yeah, they
was
were
a
like
leaf.
tied with a string.
Yeah.
Like
Weird.
blunts?
No,
No.
they're like a very specific thing.
Fascinating.
You-
That's what you
buy
were
them at, like,
smoking,
a-
Mikey? You're like, give me one of that.
One of my friends did because she was like an artist, and she was like, "Oh,
Oh,
my God,
sure.
my beauty," and I'm like, "Oh my God, calm down, bitch."
Meanwhile, everyone I'm hanging out with is smoking like fucking Parliament 100s.
Hell yeah. That's hardcore.
Well, after burning down the woods, Sarah makes it back to the camp. She fucking races over to the shrine, smashes the shadow box, grabs the whistles, right back to the campsite. And wouldn't you know it, just as she arrives, she trips, she falls, fucking whistles go flying. One of them goes right into the bucket of rats. And then the other two land on the thing. Now, these lesbians, thinking they've been triple rused at this point, they are pissed. And they magically strap her to some sort of table, I guess.
There's a tooth guillotine at the top.
Yeah.
Or at
Yeah, they're
least
like, we're gonna kill you.
with this tooth
Yeah, they've got this.
guillotine?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got this. They've also got a machete on hand.
yeah.
And they still strap her into this like elaborate machine that's like a guillotine. It's like, can't you just use the ghost machete on her?
Well, they've been there for a long time. They built
Like,
all
they're
this stuff.
bored.
God damn it.
They're trying to win Mousetrap. They're trying to win. They got the mouse in the trap. They're gonna
That's
let it go.
true. This is just an ad for Mousetrap. Remember, it's Nickelodeon. 90% of the commercials were fucking toys.
So now it is time for Kelly to make up for whatever the fuck she did before, and she has to confront her fears and stick her hand into the bucket of rats. And she grabs the whistle. Can she do it? Well, of course she can. It's a children's show. And just as the hags are about to murder Sarah, Kelly grabs the whistle, she blows it, throws it to the hags, breaks the magic spell of the Watcher, I guess? Who I just realized is a pervert kidnapping girls. So that's not
That's not great.
And then the hags toot on their whistles and they're whisked away, just like Mario in his epic third adventure. So, after all of this madcap hilarity, Kelly learns that maybe Sarah's not so bad after all, and maybe she shouldn't have been such an indignant bitch all the time. And as the girls walk back to camp, they're passed by an old-timey car carrying the ghosts of the 3 missing girls.
Driver looks like the hearse driver from Burnt Offerings.
That was my first thought.
Is it the Watcher though? Is the Watcher face of the tree? Is that who that is?
Okay, I see you.
I
don't know.
The branch hands on the face obscured it too much, and he had too much tree stuff. So I was like, I feel like that would be the right person to cast as that character, but who knows?
All right. Well, no longer hags. The girls all wave and give them other friendly gestures, which is a little bit weird since about 15 minutes ago they were going to kill and I guess eat them too. So, I don't know. I feel like that's disingenuous. Well, cut back to the campfire and the members of the Midnight Society, like the lesbians before, briefly confer in a huddle. And then Gary comes over and he gives that kind of like old fake out, like, I don't know how to tell you this. And then he says, oh, don't worry. That'll do, pig. That'll do. And Cheyenne is in.
And she knows what power bottoming is.
Well, not yet. She doesn't. But she will.
She will.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There we have it.
Fun.
We got a new character, kind of a mediocre story. But look, we kept it between the ditches. We didn't go all the way off the rails.
Not completely.
So, on behalf of everybody here, I want to thank you for taking this time to get spooked with us. And also, I apologize for all of the divergences and the non sequiturs.
And diarrhea talk.
And there was a lot at the beginning. It definitely talked about diarrhea.
There's gonna be a lot of diarrhea next time.
That's gonna be, especially if you're in the U.S. Check back with us in 1 week when Bryan will tell us another chilling tale. And until then, if you absolutely cannot wait to hear more from us, we all have our own shows. You can find Aileen on Oi Ke Hara. Bryan and I are on Bring Me the Axe and 99-cent rental. And you can find Mikie on The Rewatcher.
Laughing in the Dark is written by us and produced and edited by Mikie Soroyce, with music by Bryan White. Our incredible key art was created by Vin Elio. You can keep up with us in between episodes by following us on Instagram at laughinginthedarkpod, or you can email us at laughingpodcast@gmail.com. And if you're listening on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. We sure would appreciate it.